Doesn't matter. I'll get it later. It's just
Hello, everyone.
welcome
Hi.
to the first time
First.
we ever actually attempt to do a podcast.
Well, okay. Now, hang on there. Because I'm Josh,
I'm Cole.
and this is Weekend Whatevers.
It is.
And today, we're doing something a little different than what we typically do. We are asking ourselves a question. Should we start a podcast?
That would be like a great time to have like the title come up, like, should we have a podcast? And then like the check yes, check no boxes. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
So
You can choose to do that or not do that. That is your own prerogative.
Do my best. So what we're doing here today is we've got ourselves set up with our little microphone, little camera, and we're gonna record a tiny little, like a pretend cast.
Ooh.
As if this is a podcast, and it's not really, but we're just kind of like getting a go at it and seeing what we like. Oh, I'm sorry, am I boring you?
No, I'm just adding to the list, man. Things to talk about. I liked your term pretend cast, and it made me think of something else. So
Okay,
we might
all
talk
right.
about it later. We'll find out.
So anyway, this is going to be our little attempt at a podcast. So yeah, here we go. I'm so nervous now. It's like,
Your hands all clammy.
yeah, like podcast is different than video, you know?
Why?
Like, well, because
There's a microphone, there's a camera. Nothing different.
but we have to talk.
We talk all the time.
Do we?
It's the majority of what we do.
Yeah, it's true. Cole and I have long periods of time where we're in a car together and we record. Well, no, sorry,
We don't record. We probably should.
We should record.
We should.
If there wasn't so much road noise,
Right.
we absolutely would. It would be super fun. But
Get like some super high quality lapel mics. Okay, this is a theory that I've had that nobody's ever like made happen.
Okay.
But I've thought about it ever since I knew what a microphone was.
okay,
A tooth implant that is a microphone.
what? Why?
Because it's already there. It's already like you're talking past it all the time. So what if you just like we're always it's on the same level as like an eye that records stuff or takes pictures.
No, but see, that doesn't make any sense because an eye that records something is actually like where you see it. That's where it would be. Your lips is what makes actual like words and sounds.
But
That's why if I went like this on our mic,
I'm so glad that you just did it.
it sounds weird, right? Because like
Well, partially because you have your jaw 3 inches wider than it ever should be, trying to get it onto our microphone.
oh, fine, whatever. But no, because the teeth, all that is just happening until it gets to your lips.
Then have my little microphone right here,
Oh.
right on the tip of your nose.
It's like a nose boogie.
Yeah, just a mic that's on. No, it would be like under the skin.
Oh, the booger mic.
That would be a
I'm
name.
gonna Google booger mic.
Booger mic. You could like not do that, and it would probably be fine.
Fine.
Booger
I won't.
mic.
I guess I won't.
I mean, then we wouldn't have road noise. That's the whole point of what I said.
Oh, it's
So
all
we wouldn't
just.
have road noise.
Well, you just use a compressor. Excuse you.
We're trying to do a
Hushins.
podcast. Surface.
No,
Shush,
thank
shush,
you.
shush, shush, shush.
That was my wife sending me something.
Wow.
No, okay. So I've had this issue with my Windows device recently, and it's bothering me, and I'm going to bring it up on the podcast.
Do it. What's up?
You ever get like just a crap ton of notifications that pop across your desktop?
All at once with no rhyme or reason why.
And it's annoying as all get out?
Yeah, because it's not
It drives
that.
me crazy.
It's not that you just turned it on and you're just like, oh, here are all the
Oh, yeah,
notifications
no.
you missed. No, you're like in the middle of a Word document. It goes.
It's
Yeah,
so
and
frustrating.
it's
I
happening
hate it.
so fast that it doesn't even have the chance to do like the whole sound effect.
Oh, right,
Like,
exactly.
It's like.
Well, what I do is, so I've had to like turn off Google Chrome notifications that come because I'm just like, I can't deal with
I
this.
did it too.
It
I did
drives
it
me
too,
crazy.
man.
So it'll pop up like one to me at a time because I think I had a setting on where it was like only give me like the top 3 or something
Okay.
as they come in or whatever. So it would like give me like boom, 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 and then I would like clear all those, and then it would just wait like 2 seconds and boom, 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 and I was just like, no.
It's like, oh, you didn't like those? Try these. Didn't like those? Try these.
It was like that feeling of like you plug a hole like a leak and another one starts and you're like, no, No.
You don't have enough
Just
hands,
can't get 'em
and
all.
soon enough it like cuts to you. Have all of your toes and your
your
fingers
tongue.
and your trying to stop
Next to
all
your
the.
nose, like just a big old problem.
No, I totally get that.
So
That's what notifications feel like. Spreading wide and trying to plug holes on a sinking ship.
So we're asking ourselves the question if we should start a podcast. We actually, at the very genesis of Neanderthals,
What a good word.
do you remember that?
I do,
Do you
I do.
remember at the very beginning of Neanderthals, we had recorded a pretend podcast,
The knee.
the Kneecast. So I should release this online. It's
You
so
should
silly.
You should totally put it up. You should put it up as a graphic right now.
If I still do, I don't know if I still have it.
You have it. When I was
Do I?
flipping through your computer trying to edit one day.
Is it-
it's
is it in-
still
is it in the
there.
channel
It's
hub?
some deep channel hub dive, but yeah, it's in there.
So,
Also, for those who don't know, whatever's used to be Neanderthals.
Yeah, if you're
There are
if you're
videos
new,
back
hi.
there. There are videos back there. You can go check
Well,
those
no,
out.
because this will go up on Weekend Whatevers.
Oh.
So
So check out our other account. Whatever. We should probably figure out how to do this.
yeah,
well.
okay. So no, we should talk about that because I think some people are slightly confused as to why we have two separate YouTube channels now.
Sure.
Like
Okay.
we kind of explained it a little bit. But
Yeah,
not,
we were just
but
like,
not
we're doing
fully.
this thing. And they were like, okay. And then like a third of them
So
subscribed.
YouTube
No pressure.
has this thing called the algorithm, right? Like, so everybody who knows anything about YouTube knows about what's called the algorithm. And essentially what it is it's a computer somewhere in the world that has come up with this idea of what is good content and like what you give to people. Like what
It's the thing that decides when you open up YouTube what you see.
Yeah.
All the thumbnails that are displayed in front of you, it looks at everything that you've seen, what you look at, what you like, and it produces for you what it thinks is the best content.
But if you go to the trending tab of YouTube and you take a look at just like what are the top trending things, gaming is not at the top.
Unless you choose to look specifically at what's trending on gaming.
Yeah, I mean,
which
like
is just
there,
not what people
there
do.
is like if you go on here and you look like the new Galarian Ponyta coming in the new.
What?
Oh yeah, have you not seen this?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, the Ponyta is going to be a unicorn now in the new Pokemon.
Okay,
Games
that's
coming out?
amazing.
Right? How amazing is that?
Is it one of those exclusive ones? I've had this problem with Pokemon. Where,
No, I don't
where
think
like
so.
the really cool Sir, the guy with the
Farfetch'd.
Farfetch'd, yeah.
Evolution or whatever.
Where he's got like the sword.
Yeah.
That's a sword exclusive.
Oh, I believe it.
So when I play Pokemon Shield, I will not be able to have that Pokemon, and it makes me very angry. But there better be like an equivalent of really cool Shield evolutions that you can't have.
Right.
It's fine.
But see, like
bitter.
there's some stuff like Screen Junkies is in the top one, or it's the Honest Trailers, and that's like nerd culture, but it's not gaming
It's not
specifically.
gaming, yeah.
So anyway,
It's especially not Let's Plays.
yes,
Let's Plays don't make it on this.
yeah. So basically, we ended up making a second channel so that we could have somewhere that we would put up our stuff like this, like us in front of a camera talking or doing skits and stuff that wasn't
Right.
necessarily gaming focused, that people would go to that channel and not just see gaming stuff.
Because it used to be that we uploaded enough gaming things where you would see 5 thumbnails in a row of game content and then a thing with our faces.
Yeah.
Or like a live action thing. We don't even really have a good term of what the difference is.
Well, what it used to be was Weekend Whatevers was our like live action.
So it
stuff.
would be every weekend we would put up something that you would see.
So like if you go to our
doing
YouTube channel
things.
right now and you
Or whatever's YouTube channel.
yeah, then you go over to videos, like it's just gaming stuff, and a really unfortunate thing, which kind of segues into my next topic, is it's all basically the same thumbnail, but with a different number on it.
Sure.
And that's because we do a Let's Play series, and the Let's Play series are really fun. But to kind of segue back to that whole like what YouTube is doing now,
Right.
is they're not as into gaming as they used to be, and I think honestly it's because of Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch came out of nowhere, and they were like, "Yo, we're gonna take all of the gaming people."
And everybody was like, okay, we'll go. And then they left.
Yeah.
And YouTube was like, cool, good riddance. And now we're sad.
Well, there's the whole like adpocalypse thing where it's really hard for YouTube to put advertisements on gaming stuff that
Right.
could potentially have content that like advertisers don't want their stuff to be associated with. And like I get that, but still, it's a bummer.
Yep. So we created Weekend Whatevers.
Mm-hmm.
So that we can put all that kind of content in one place and all the gaming content in one place. That way they're not competing with one another over one channel, and people don't have to subscribe to both. They can just be like, oh, I like that stuff, I'll go to Weekend Whatevers. Oh, I like that stuff, I'll go to Whatevers.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. So, Cole, you and I have been kind of talking about this, and we've all but decided that it's kind of the route we're thinking to go, but let's go ahead and like put it out there for people to get an idea.
All right, go for it.
We're thinking about starting to do a lot more streaming, but on Twitch.
So we're going to jump shift all like those other people. We're all like, YouTube hates us, we're going.
YouTube hates
We're
us.
just running
outta
for
here.
the Twitch. The Twitch is just like the grass is greener on the other side. Can I just
Goodbye.
get some green grass? No, yeah, we have thought and we've talked about switching to the Twitchin'.
Oh, hey, there
Yeah,
you go.
man.
Switching
Yeah,
to the
man.
Twitchin'. Yeah, we thought about it because Twitch it's a platform that allows a lot more people to see what you're doing,
Right.
because it's not just like algorithm based. Like you go and you find the game you're looking for that you want to watch. So like, okay, so Let's Plays on YouTube used to be really big. Like it used to be like the thing. Like PewDiePie
I
was
gonna
doing
say,
it.
PewDiePie,
Markiplier,
they just-
Jacksepticeye.
they carved the way as far as, first of all, what a successful YouTuber looks like. And that was in a gaming sphere. People who weren't even into gaming would watch them do that.
Yeah.
But that's just not the way YouTube works anymore.
Yeah, it's not the way it works anymore.
I think
And
it's the way that YouTube doesn't want it to work like that anymore.
and honestly, so Cole and I recently, right? Yeah. Recently we restarted our whole, we're doing a Let's Play series where we post a video every weekday. And the reason that we ended up doing that was really because we wanted to kind of get back to our roots of Cole and I like sitting down on a couch or a couple of chairs or whatever and just play a game for a long period of time. But
Because it's what we did when we were kids, and it's fun, and we like it.
we like it a lot. It's a lot of fun. But at that point, like in our creation process, right, we like play the game. And then there's like this cut of like, okay, we've played the game. What do we do with that? Like, do we put it on a stream? Do we put it in like one edited video? Do we like chunk it up into like pieces and then like throw it out once a day? And so then like the content rollout is weird because
and it's looked different as we've gone along.
Oh, yeah, it's looked
we've changed
very
that and
different.
explored what could be different or what is different.
And over the almost 2 years that we're doing this now, like we haven't seen a lot of growth, and I think that's fine. Like we're the small YouTube channel,
Right.
We're really only
Right.
kind of getting our feet under us, and we don't really have people that are helping us with it. We're just kind of figuring it out as we go, which is
Let's make a YouTube channel in the free time we don't have.
so. What we're thinking about is possibly swapping a lot of things to Twitch so that we're streaming there several days a week. We talk like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, something like that.
Right.
So it was like 3, maybe 4 days a week. And then taking like the recordings of those streams and like cutting them up and putting out like a video a week on YouTube. Kind of like what we do on the Weekend Whatevers channel, where we put out one
Just
video a
one,
week on Saturday. And it's a bit more edited or a bit more like produced so that we kind of like have time to make it, you know, like instead of we have to have something for every single day. So the individual videos don't get as much attention and love.
Right.
So because we have to do like quantity over quality type deal.
So instead, we take just as much time sitting at the computer editing, but editing one stockpile of video content into one singular upload. instead of just being like, okay, upload done, okay, upload done, okay, upload done. It can just be like, you know?
And it would sound exactly like that.
Boy, sure. I wish. You know, don't you just wish my mouth noises could be coming out of your computer all the time every time you put something on YouTube? No,
jeez,
not something.
So
not something
what I'm gonna do actually with this podcast that we're creating right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, because of the way this conversation went, I'm gonna put this YouTube video up on both of our channels. If you're watching this on Weekend Whatevers, let us know if you like this kind of style and if you want to see more of it. And then also, if you're watching it on Whatevers, comment down below and let us know what you think about the idea of swapping over to Twitch. And
would you come check us out? Would you like to consume the content that we take from Twitch and put onto YouTube? Yeah. What does that sound like to you?
So we would still do kind of like Let's Play stuff, but it would get to you in a different format. Either kind of an edited highlights video that still kind of like is a Let's Play-ish, or you could come see it all live. That's what a lot of people end up doing, and I want to know what you guys think. So leave a comment down below on either video, please.
Please help us know what is good for you.
So Cole, which one of your other topics do you have?
You know, they seem silly now that we've talked so much about.
Well,
okay,
do it anyway.
So, gelato or ice cream?
Oh, isn't gelato just the fancy ice cream?
No.
Really? What's gelato?
It is, but it's different.
Gelato
like,
definition.
You could consider it just to be the fancy ice cream, but really it's a whole different process. Okay, there's less air in it, so it's more like it's just more thick.
It's just Italian style ice cream.
Okay, yeah, Italian style that's different and has less air in it,
but
and is more thick. What do you like better, Josh?
What does gelato mean in slang? Ice cream.
What's one of your topics, Josh?
No, I would say gelato.
Really?
Yeah, dude, gelato is so much like
How much have you had gelato?
Creamy. A decent-ish amount.
Okay, making sure.
I'm also not the biggest ice cream fan in the world.
That's right, yeah.
I like, dude, if you give me like a good cake or something or a brownie. Brownies are solid.
Brownies are the best when they have a good scoop of ice cream next to them.
It's debatable. What about you? Are you more of an ice cream man now?
I think I definitely fall in the middle. That's gonna be a really, really good gelato for me to think that I would rather have a gelato than an ice cream. Like really? Ice cream, just it's what you grow up on, man. Around here, around these parts, it's like you just stick to the ice cream. You don't mess with that silly gelato stuff.
Oh,
but then when you get gelato, sometimes it's really good.
Yeah.
But like all ice cream is pretty good. It's a pretty consistent, a consistent reliable source of sweet, cold, chocolatey goodness.
Okay, so then where do you fall on sorbet?
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why? Why would you do sorbet? Just eat a fruit.
What if you're lactose intolerant?
Eat a fruit. Well, then that's a completely different story, Josh.
I'm just saying.
You wouldn't even be looking at gelato and ice cream.
I don't know why you are like all about this whole like anti sorbet thing, and you're poo-pooing on people that can't. They got a sensitive bum.
People with some sensitive bums. There is no part of me that is poo-pooing on you. All right, sensitive or not.
Well,
if you can't have ice cream, not gelato. If you can't have ice cream, sorbet is a perfectly fine alternative. Mm-hmm. For those of us who have the choice, why would you choose sorbet? Go eat an apple and have a heaping portion of ice cream. That's what I'm saying.
And have a heaping poop.
Have a heaping poop. Boy, first podcast in, we're already devolved to poop jokes.
So, Cole, you recently have started playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on your Switch.
Yes, I have.
Why'd that make you laugh?
Because I got the image of if you were to re-say that, and I had my Switch in my hand, like it cut. So Cole, recently you have been playing. All of a sudden, I'm just listening to you. Just like,
yeah. What about it?
What's up? What are you saying?
It's a good game. Do you like it?
Of course, I like it.
Isn't it good?
It's Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah, so man, good. It's fantastic. So I recently had a flight that was like 5-ish hours.
Headed to Florida.
Headed to Florida. And I...
You met Florida?
Yeah, I met Florida.
Dude.
Yeah.
Club
He rides
can't
low.
even handle me right now.
Is that Florida?
Yeah?
Okay.
Bro.
I didn't know his music.
Are you not one of the riders?
You don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't.
I think Florida and I think low, right? That's what I think of.
No, definitely not.
So I was on my way to Florida, and I started playing Breath of the Wild, and I got to just kind of play a whole 5-hour chunk, just sit there and mess around,
Experience
And
the awesomeness.
just fall in
game is
love
so
with
good.
the fact that I have this beautiful, like, painted world within my tiny little Switch case.
Isn't it cool that you can just
It's-
carry it with you wherever you
It's
want?
the coolest
It is just the coolest thing.
thing in the world.
Man.
I ran out of battery at one point. I had to plug it in.
Oh no.
Still felt free.
Oh.
You know what? Like,
True.
There was a plug-in right there.
Because you could still
Yeah,
like wherever
yeah,
you want.
you can still look around or like because it's got like the gyroscope in it too. So like,
Do you play with that on?
I haven't turned it off yet.
Oh.
Mostly, I'm just sitting there and it's not going to make a difference for me.
Right.
And occasionally, it's helped me aim an arrow or two.
Oh.
Yeah, to where I just like do the slight
I
tilt.
can't handle it.
Whereas
It's
I-
too much for me.
Woo! Well, if I was like lounging on a couch with a pro controller, there's no way I'd be messing with gyroscope.
Well-
But if I'm sitting there in a chair just like this, and I'm holding it, and I have like my arms on the table, okay,
Sure.
my thing isn't moving, my hands aren't moving until I just need to like, oh, what's up there, Pew! And then it's done.
What's up, Bokoblin? Pew.
Exactly, and that's exactly what.
All right, that's fair.
So I haven't felt the need to turn it off yet. But no, it's amazing. Fall in love with it and frequently look at my Switch and be like, man, wish I had more time to play you right now.
We live busy lives.
We do indeed.
We are all over the place.
Speaking of busy lives, I was reading a thing earlier today about being adaptable or like...
Ooh.
Yeah. So, Strength Finders quiz, I don't even know about it or not. It doesn't really matter. Both of us have adaptability as a strength.
Mine's number one.
Really? Adaptability is your top?
Yeah.
Dang. Adaptability is my second. It's like we're similar people or something. We don't look anything alike, though.
No.
Nothing alike at all.
Definitely not.
So, I was reading, and it was like encouraging me to not take a job or have a job that requires like rigid routine.
Oh.
Because otherwise, like my adaptability-ness about me would just be screaming of like, I just do the same thing all the time.
Oh, like it's being stifled?
Yeah. So I wanted to get your opinion on that because like we're sort of forced to live a pretty routine life, being that we have to do the same thing on given days because of work and like, you know, living routines, brushing your teeth and things. I'm just curious.
But I feel like, so Cole and I both work at a church. That's actually where we're filming this currently.
Sorry, hold on a second. Go ahead. It was going to come one way or the other. I might as well make a bit out of it, you know?
So we both work at a church, and I'd say like, yeah, we have things that we have to do certain days of the week, but it never looks exactly the same.
True.
You know, like
True.
Like there are people that sit down at the same desk every single day and do the exact same thing every single day from like 9 to 10,
Right.
10 to 11, 11 to 12, lunch break at 12 or
Right.
12:30 or 1 back in doing the like. I think that would drive me crazy because honestly, I was surprised when you said that we live very routine lives because I feel like we don't.
So I think the amount of different kinds of work experiences that we get with this job or with these jobs, you're right. That's not routine. Like we don't do the same thing every single week. We have to like adapt and change depending on what's happening, what's not happening.
Sure.
In a given week. I mean, like we were just talking about my trip to Florida. Like that was a pretty unroutine thing. I guess I'm not saying that we have like these rigid routine lives, but is there any part of you that thinks like you would want even less routine? I'm not saying we go and quit our jobs. I love what we do. This question is being framed differently than I had it in my head. It's written in my notes as adaptable,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then in that case,
Yes. Genius.
Okay. This has been the first.
I was trying to ask adaptability versus routine. And I gave too much preface to tell you what I think that you should think. But I was just going to leave it at that and ask you, adaptable? Like, do you want like a changing lifestyle or do you like the routine? That's what I was trying to ask.
Honestly, I'd say that the level of routine that we have right now is almost like bare minimum. Like on the scale of like, you could have the most rigid job ever, or you could have an extremely unroutine life. Where we are is very close to the bottom of that. Of like, we just don't really have those type of routines. At least I don't think. Cause like we do to a certain degree. Like
I would say that the bottom is somebody who like doesn't even have a house and like travels for work and does something literally completely different every single day.
But
how close we are to that doesn't feel like we're so low.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It does not feel like we sit in the same desk doing the exact same thing every single day.
Which is not to talk down about the people that do, because like
oh my gosh,
people do that.
It helps people thrive. We're just not those people.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I kind of like the level of routine and stuff that we have. Like, it's not too much, but it's also not like none.
Yeah.
Like, I like the flexibility of you have to get something done by this day, but how that process happens is just kind of
Freeform flowing.
Yeah. Which honestly is to circle back to what we were talking about earlier, is almost kind of why I like the idea of not doing a video every single day.
Right.
Because that becomes a routine, and that feels like that does kind of stifle my adaptability.
Yeah. You put your creativity in a nice little daily 15-minute video box.
Yeah.
You just drop it in that little box and you say, okay, you stay there. You stay there and you work within that tiny little sandbox.
But by doing like a video a week, or a more project based job, like every single Sunday I am up in front of the church leading 4 songs.
Right.
That is like a routine, and that stays pretty constant, but it doesn't ever, like, how I prep for that week never looks the same.
Right.
And I hardly ever have stuff done at the exact same time a week. I try and get it done within like the same day, but even that has to shift and change. But
and then even then, like, you show up on a Sunday morning and you just deal with whatever gets thrown at you. It's like, this space was used for some other event, so now everything's everywhere. Or like somebody walks up and says, hey, this huge issue happened already this morning, and you're like, oh, now I get to solve that before I do other things.
That's one of the fun things about knowing what you know and like being good at what you know. When things go wrong and everybody's kind of like, hey, you know this,
you
fix it.
Wanna help me?
Yeah.
No, for sure. I get that.
How much time do we have left on our thing? Can you read that?
I cannot read that. You want me to get up and read that?
Yeah.
Top right? Top left?
I think it's
Bottom
top right. Top right.
6 minutes and 25 seconds.
Okay, cool. So let's wind it down.
We ought to anyway, since I kick off in an hour and something. An hour.
Yeah,
really,
same.
just an hour.
Okay, so as we wind down our first little pretend cast, again, please let us know what you think about these in the comments below, and let us know if you want us to do more, because I want to do more.
Right.
I think
this is fun.
I think they're fun.
We enjoy this. This is what we consume. Like,
It's true. We listen to so many podcasts.
we each touch base about podcasts that we share, and
How many-
like we listen to
How many podcasts do I have?
that you're actually like that you've got in your system.
14 podcasts that are queued up. And I don't do what Cole does. Cole has a ton. But these are all ones that I pretty frequently listen to. You have
I have 36.
But when's the last time you listened to a few of
Let's see. I'll just count the ones that I listen to regularly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
I got 9.
Yeah. And realistically, I probably have the same amount-ish on the ones that I listen to.
But still, that's 9. That's 9 different podcasts that I consume on a regular basis. Like, that I hit the download button on almost every single week that comes out. Like, this is what we consume. This is what we like to consume.
And I just think it'd be really fun to try our hand at it and see
agree.
how we do.
I think I like it.
So we're going to finish up the podcast like we will every podcast with a reader question. If you have a question that you would like us to answer on the podcast, leave it in a comment down below this video. We'll look through it and then have a question for the next podcast. Cole didn't know I was going to do any of this, so that's a new bit for you. You like it? Yeah?
What are they reading?
What?
A reader question?
Yeah, a reader question. Like,
But we don't have anything for
a viewer
them to
question.
read.
A viewer question.
I had to poke a hole.
Listener mail. How about that?
Listener mail? I like that.
So, Johnny Appleseed McButt writes in, like you can, in the comments of this video.
I'm so sorry, Johnny.
Johnny Appleseed.
You must have had such a hard time in middle school. Boy.
Well, it says McB, and I'm just assuming it's McButt.
Oh, right. Not McBuff or like McBoom or Mc...
Okay. Anyway, he asks, would you rather be able to fly or have one single Pokemon?
Oh, jeez.
How tough is that? How tough is that? Because if you can fly, you can fly.
But you could also get a flying Pokemon.
Well, yeah, but then that locks you in to just a flying type Pokemon, which is just essentially a glorified bird. Right?
You're saying that like it's a bet.
Well, no, but when you have like
You could also have a dragon.
Yeah, when you have like dragons or like rock wolves or some sort of like smoke monster that you could have as like your pal, and you're like, I want the bird. Nah. All right, you have to choose. Able to fly or a single Pokemon. A single Magikarp.
Wait, I get to pick the Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean...
Wait, what?
We'd probably have to leave out, like, legendaries because they're a little too cool.
That makes sense.
But, like, you get one single Pokemon. You're the only person in the world with a Pokemon. Or you can fly. And in that case, you'd be the only person in the world that could fly.
So that changes things. You're adding all sorts of different layers here, man. Okay, I'm going to say...
Quick, we're almost out of time.
You answer first.
I would choose a Pokemon.
Which
and
Pokemon?
I would have Rockruff.
Are you kidding me?
Who
You'd have a
evolves
dog.
into Lycanroc.
You'd have just a dog.
Yeah, cool. Can you imagine having a dog that has powers? Yes, please.
You know, you have a really good point.
That's a really good... Like,
really
having a
good
dog is just cool. Having a dog with superpowers, extra cool. Go. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Pokemon.
1. Pokemon. Which one?
I haven't figured that out yet. That's why I was
Do it. Come on.
I can't do it. I got nothing.
No, okay. Really?
Well, like you have me with the whole dog thing. Like now I want a dog.
All right. So anyway, everybody, thank you for tuning in to our first...
Gosh dang it! I want to fly, Josh.
You're going to fly.
I just want to fly.
you're gonna
You know what? I can have a dog.
Very loud.
I can have a dog, and then I get the superpowers.
Okay.
Your logic is flawed. Next time on
All right.
Weekend Whatevers.
Yeah, so thanks for watching our first episode of the Weekend Whatevers podcast, or the Whatevers cast. Whatever's podcast.
The Whatevers podcast.
We need a different name. We need to like nail down a name. If we're gonna do this, you know.
Let us know in the comments below whether you think that we should do a podcast, and if so, what that podcast should be called.
All right, everybody. I hope to see many, many, many comments in the videos that we're putting up today, and just let us know what you think. Like, just talk back to us. That's all we want.
Feedback.
We want some feedback. We want to know what y'all thinking. All right. Cool.
Thank you much.
Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. We'll
Adios.
see you next week.
Bye.
You'd rather fly?